And their home team Spurs in an interconference battle here at the AT&T Center in San Antonio. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
And their series last year was a bit of a comparison between the two conferences. Both were in the middle of the pack.
So here's Miami's starting group. Richardson and Johnson are the forwards. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. And it's Whiteside in at the center. Now, here's Richardson. Whiteside a screen. Dragic with it, outguarded by Murray. Whiteside sets the pick for Richardson. Lets the three fly. Not going to go that time. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way.
Amazing how much James Johnson gets leaned on for what Miami wants to do offensively. Out of Wake Forest, a very versatile 6'8" forward, and plays a ton of positions for Eric Spoelstra.
6 to shoot. Gay kicks to Gasol. Aldridge a screen. Here's Gay, and the jam by Rudy Gay.
Gotta love the overall court awareness. Gasol always knows when there's a wide open teammate ready to shoot, and sometimes makes a dribble to set defenders up before delivering.
No good from Dragic. It just seems like James Johnson has some point forward in his game. What do you think, Brent?
I think that Eric Spoelstra has just championed that part of his game and trusts him to make the right decisions. And when your teammates have that kind of confidence in your playmaking ability, sometimes the opportunities for you to make the right pass, they grow.
Whiteside, the pass to Johnson. And Waiters kicks to Richardson. Bangs home the trifecta. Richardson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Aldridge a screen. Outside DeRozan. Aldridge against Johnson. Aldridge dishes to DeRozan. 5 on the clock. And he uses the glass on the layup. DeRozan's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Gay with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Gay's got his second bucket of the game to go. Dragic against Murray. Richardson kicks to Whiteside. Dragic with a wide open look. And the Heat, another 3.
You just can't leave Goran Dragic open from the three-point line. He loves getting free from beyond the arc and letting it fly.
Dragic against Murray. The pass to Aldridge. Another one falls for San Antonio.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
And Waiters kicks to Johnson. Outside Dragic. In the corner, it's Richardson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Richardson's got his second bucket of the night.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Aldridge a screen. Gay against Richardson. A baseline J. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And that's now 6 points for Rudy Gay. For Miami, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Dragic dishes to Richardson. Outside a screen. The kick out to Dragic. Whiteside a screen on Murray. He used that pick just right. Dragic has got 5.
Once Dragic gets around the pick there, he catches the ball and lets it fly. I love the energy and admire the confidence.
Outside Aldridge. Over Johnson. Aldridge can't get it to go. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And Waiters kicks to Dragic. Fires for three. Drills it from outside. Dragic has got a couple of threes now in the first for Miami.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
DeRozan against Waiters. Aldridge with a screen on Richardson. Gay drives in. Second chance shot. That one no good. Good D by Johnson. Miami leading by 3. Waiters gets a wide open look. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Murray, no good.
Those are the types of looks that you got to finish deep in the paint and limited defensive effort. And head coach Eric Spoelstra always looking for different perspectives, looking to tweak and change certain things and constantly learning. That's a growth mindset. We hear him talk about that a lot, and it's something that he encourages not only his staff to do, but his players as well.
So it's the Spurs now, following the score by Miami, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray.
So a moment now to see the story on Goran Dragic. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged 17 points a game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And he led the charge when it came to scoring, led the team.
Yeah, he shot the lights out all year long from a variety of spots on the floor. Love that versatility.
Murray with the defensive effort. And Spoelstra assigns assistants to read books, attend clinics, and bring back reports. Always looking for new insights.
Yep, lots of paperwork on that Miami Heat coaching staff. They keep daily notes on everything from basketball to the big picture around the team. Stats, quotes, questions, all inspirational stuff. So anything they can draw a competitive advantage on or keep things positive, Spo's looking to do that.
Here's Murray after the made shot from Goran Dragic. Murray outside. Out to DeRozan. Aldridge with a screen on Waiters. Shot off the screen, and he knocks down the jumper. DeRozan's got 6 points.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
Johnson the screen. Whiteside a screen on Aldridge. Waiters gets room off the pick, and they pick up 2. Waiters got his first bucket of the night.
Good job of using that screen. Waiters recognizes when to hesitate and when to speed up. Good instincts.
And it's just been an avalanche of points here in the early going.
Yeah, for both teams, we're seeing great synergy on offense, but some lackluster defense.
Now here's Dragic. 10 points for him. Johnson the screen. Waiters for 3, and the Heat another 3.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
Well, traditionally such an accurate three-point shooting team, the Spurs last year in a bit of a funk finished 26th in three-point percentage. That's after being first in the league 4 out of the last 8 years.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And a new group in for the Heat. Adebayo is checked in for Whiteside. Kelly Olynyk comes in for James Johnson. Winslow's checked in for Josh Richardson. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Dion Waiters. And talking about the Spurs last season, Brett, much of their offense was running through LaMarcus Aldridge.
He had a remarkable year, maybe his best year of his career. He looked so much more comfortable in his role. And without Kawhi Leonard, they leaned on him a ton. I think he enjoyed that. He responded with a great year.
Mills passes to Pirtle, and it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Pirtle. Outside, Walker. Mills in the corner. A floater, and he sinks the layup. Mills has got his first basket.
Like the execution on the floater there, Patty Mills is adept at measuring those difficult shots.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with Eric Spoelstra.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, we talked about how to shut down this formidable offense they're facing, and he told me it's all about following the scouting report. He said, look, we've got all this information. Which guys shoot best from what spots on the court. We just have to take that stuff away and make them make adjustments. Kevin, we'll see who handles that best tonight.
David, thank you as always. He really has them focused on not letting this game turn into a shootout.
And that's the way you've got to play it against them. I mean, start trading baskets with this group and you play right into their hands.
Well, the mindset then has to be about a physical basketball game with bodying up the bigs and not getting any free runs to the hoop. So let's see if physicality becomes a part of this one.
Now, here's Wade. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And now it's a 10-point Heat lead.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
There's a good screen. Mills, the pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
I like the decision there from Patty, but then he generally makes great choices. That's why he's in the rotation.
Olynyk dishes to Dragic. Winslow with it. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Spurs trail by 11. And Mills kicks to Pirtle. Passes to Mills. Now the dish to Pirtle. Pirtle sets the pick for Walker. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. They get the rebound. Lets the 3 fly. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Wade from outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Wade's got 5 points so far.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's the screen. It's stolen by Dragic. 3-on-3. Pass to Wade. There's a minute left in the first quarter. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. And some changes here for the Heat. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Olynyk. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Spurs trail by 14. Outside, Walker. Pirtle, the pass to Mills. Spurs working the ball around now. And Walker kicks to Bellinelli. Pass to Bertens. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick. Steps back and fires. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Inside. Now about 10 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Walker. Heat also with a sub. Ellington's checked in. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. Now here's Johnson. Not a lot of room. The Heat need to get a shot off. Adebayo with the bucket.
And from the opening tip, they've just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Goran Dragic, the group.
Exactly. I mean, he's fully aware of the importance of experience, a true leader for his team.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
They've got Bellinelli, Mills out there with Pirtle, and it's Forbes in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. Opening night is upon us. Every team looking to come out of the gate strong. As we know, only half are going to get to the end.
Don't tell them that, Kevin.
I know you can't.
Let it breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
It is a long season. The teams, as we've seen in the past, sometimes what we're watching here tonight, 6 or 7 members of that team might not be on it come February. So got to temper your expectations. Watch the way guys have maybe improved from last season coming into this season. Excited about young teams and the opportunity of their potential, but things can change quickly in this league.
But don't you love the optimism at this time of year?
No doubt about it. Everybody's fired up for the opportunity to show what it is, especially as a player, what you worked on in the offseason to bring it to the hardwood and show your coaching staff the type of work you put in.
Now here's Mills. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. Clock at 2. Bertle, the pass to Mills. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Mills has got 6 points.
Well, he lacks some size and some strength, but Mills creative in the inside to finish that one.
Ellington kicks to Adebayo. And the pass to Johnson. From the wing. Bellinelli pulls it in.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Here is Forbes. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Bertle sets the pick for Bellinelli. Mills in the corner. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
A moment here to look at the numbers for Winslow. Some last season stats for him. He was around 7 points a game last year, 5 rebounds and 2 assists. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
Aldridge a screen. Back to Gay. Jumper off the screen. Here's Aldridge. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
High-level offensive rebounder. Aldridge has the wingspan and timing to get to those.
Ellington, the pass to Johnson. There's the screen. Feeds it to Johnson. And stolen by Gay. Down low. Stolen away. Here's Ellington. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Wayne Ellington's such a confident shooter, such a great release, and he's able to hit his shot over the defender who was draped all over him.
San Antonio making a switch here. Murray's checked in. And Wayne Ellington enjoyed his best season in 2017-18.
Well, with Waiters out last year, the Heat were looking to somebody to come in and be a consistent scorer off the bench. And with that task last year, he was phenomenal at putting points on the board and staying hot all year long.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
Now here's DeRozan, and that one good. DeRozan's got 8.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
And stolen by Murray. And DeRozan. Here we go. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 5 assists in the game. The Heat leading by 14. Johnson kicks to Whiteside. Whiteside a screen. Whiteside a screen on Aldridge. Johnson inside. Aldridge on him.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
Gay can't hit.
And that was an easy one there. Just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Now here's Gay following the missed shot by James Johnson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
set the pick. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Gay sets the pick for Aldridge. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. Pau Gasol's checked in for the Spurs. And then for Miami, Josh Richardson comes in for Rodney Magruder. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Wayne Ellington. DeRozan passes to Murray. Aldridge with a screen on Johnson. Here's Murray. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Dion Waiters.
Clearly a foul.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. Traveling has been a concern for the NBA for a while. For a purist like you, do you like that?
Well, you got to get from city to city, Kevin.
I don't think that's the kind of traveling I'm talking about here. Yes. I only ask you pay attention. That's all. It's a simple request.
Yeah, they're doing a better job. Some get away with it more than others. How's that?
What an answer. Thank you, Brent. Now here's Gasol after Dion Waiters' miss. No good from outside. To the inside. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a three-point play chance.
Yeah, Tyler Johnson doing a great job of keeping his focus on the finish. A good job of doing that through contact.
And Tyler Johnson, undrafted out of Fresno State back in 2014. One of those lunch pail players. Didn't take him long to make his mark in the NBA.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
Well, they certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. DA, thank you.
Well, you could see when Whiteside put the ball down to drive that he was going to do everything in his power, and he's got a lot of that to flush it.
Outside DeRozan. Aldridge a screen. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Aldridge with a screen on Johnson. Murray dishes to Aldridge. 5 to shoot. Gasol setting the pick for DeRozan. Drains it from beyond the arc. DeRozan's got 9 points in the quarter.
You can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. I'd like to see his guys step up a little more.
Waiters outside. Johnson right side. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Dion Waiters, Brent, with the game that evokes a lot of different opinions.
Well, count the Miami Heat in that group. They've seen the potential. They rewarded him for that potential. Now we just got to see him on the floor on a consistent basis.
Walker's checked in for Rudy Gay. And then for Miami, Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Johnson. Dwayne Wade comes in for Richardson. And it's Dragic in for Johnson.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Wade passes to Whiteside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Whiteside's got his second basket of the night. Aldridge left side. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
A super high percentage shot from Aldridge there. Layups work.
Miami leading by 17. Dragic kicks to Olynyk. They set the pick. He dishes it to Waiters. Dragic against Murray. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Murray, a beautiful reverse layup.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Dragic the pass to Olynyk. Wade outside. Oh, Whiteside in position.
It's terrific basketball from Wade there to thread the pass to the wide open man for the clean look.
Murray kicks to Gasol. Passes it to Walker. To the inside. The 10-footer. And it's San Antonio with another.
And man, can that guy shoot a turnaround jumper or what? Almost an impossible shot to defend.
Right side a screen. Olynyk a screen on Walker. Pass to Olynyk. Now here's Dragic. Heat moving the ball around. With the fadeaway. And the shot goes down. Whiteside's got 8 points.
Yeah, maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Now here's DeRozan. 15 points in the game. Kicks to Aldridge. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Aldridge's shot is good. 12 points for him.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Outside Dragic. Tries from 16, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I'm just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Pass to Murray. Aldridge against Olynyk. Outside DeRozan. He kicks it to Walker. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Heat. Whiteside's got rebound number 5 here tonight. There's Dragic with the 3. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Murray. Now the pass to Aldridge. Fades. It's hauled in by the Heat. Outside Dragic. And Gasol comes to help. Down low. Here's Whiteside. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got his 3rd assist on the night. 1:27 left now here in the second. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to Murray. Outside DeRozan. Aldridge with a screen on Waiters. Just 4 to shoot. From 13, count that bucket. DeRozan's got 17.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores. Just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Now here's Waiters. He's got 5. From down low. Here's Whiteside. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You think about Hassan Whiteside's road to where he is now, a 2nd-round pick. Spent some time in the D League, now the G League. And it's great to see him turn his career around. You just wonder, how hungry is he to maximize his talent in the years to come?
And the first one drops. Hassan Whiteside, a max player for the Miami Heat, but I've heard some analysts say, Brent, that they question whether he's a Miami Heat type of player. Why is that?
Well, the Heat are built around a pretty much maniacal work ethic. There's a lot of grinders, and you look at Whiteside as a draft prospect. He worked out for the Heat and actually walked out midway through a workout, yet they stuck with him, they kept tabs on him, and they brought him in, and they've paid him handsomely to be out there and be impactful. That's got to be on a nightly basis.
A pull-up, and he comes up with the deuce. 18 points for Goran Dragic.
Well, right now, it seems like he's hitting everything. He is really on a tear.
Mills passes to Pirtle. And Mills atop the key. There's 18 seconds left here in the second. Pirtle sets the pick for Walker. Pass to Bellinelli. Shoots over Winslow. No good off the back of the rim. Near the three-point line. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. Down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. And it's Richardson in at the 3 spot. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Dion Waiters, midway through last season, finally had season-ending surgery on his left ankle. He had been trying to manage that injury since the season prior.
Yeah, and ended up losing out on a bonus of over $1 million, which was contingent on him playing 70 games. His play had fallen off, though, so quite possible he needed that surgery even before he suffered the setback.
The first free throw is good.
Still struggling to find some consistency as an offensive player, but Waiters does get to the free throw line a fair amount for a guy who shoots so many threes.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. One of my favorite moves is the Euro step. I know it's one of yours as well. There are a lot of guys that can do it well.
Well, I got to see Manu Ginobili step around me for years in San Antonio. But I think James Harden is still the most devastating Euro step player we have in the game. There's something about the lefties, isn't there, Kevin? We have a hard time figuring
They
a
throw
lefty
you off.
out.
They throw you off automatically just by the left hand.
Right.
Then they add the little sidestep.
James Harden with the shiftiness and the way he moves the ball around and draws contact. I know there are a lot of people that get aggravated by that, but he's nearly impossible to stop, especially when he's got his passport with the Euro step.
He slithers. Here's Murray. Dion Waiters making his last shot. Gay kicks to Aldridge. Gasol a screen. Now the feed to DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Here's Waiters following the bucket by the Spurs. Outside Dragic. Over Murray. No good from Dragic. The Spurs shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Spurs passing it around. There's the call on James Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Gay. Count it from 12. Gay's got 8 points.
Adept at converting at the mid-range. Rudy Gay, when he gets room to shoot, he's not going to think about it 2 times.
Waiters passes to Dragic. Back to Waiters. Whiteside, a screen on DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Waiters. Whiteside controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Now here's Gay. 8 points for him. Aldridge, good. 14 points for him.
This guy is looking for some life preservers. He needs more help. He's playing well, but his teammates have to pick up the slack here.
And Waiters kicks to Richardson. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the Heat.
And we can see pretty even there between the guards and the bigs. That kind of balanced production has what's helped them craft this huge lead.
Up top, Dragic. He's covered by Murray. Pass to Dragic. Whiteside, a screen on Murray. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Goran Dragic.
Wayne Ellington.
San Antonio on defense. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. 6 on the shot clock. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer from the top of the key. He buries it. Richardson's got 9.
Well, he keeps the ball so high, Josh Richardson, on the release, the closeout taking no effect.
San Antonio calls timeout. And Josh Richardson at the University of Tennessee was a pre-med student, plans on becoming a surgeon.
We can check out the story on LaMarcus Aldridge. Last season, he played outstanding. 9th in scoring, 17th in rebounding, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. Now here's Murray. Gay outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Gay's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Johnson, the pass to Johnson. Dishes it to Richardson. Right side a screen. Back to Johnson. The 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And it goes down 2 points.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Kicks to Whiteside. Johnson outside. Back to Whiteside. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. 16 points for Hassan Whiteside.
Seems to be some good composure here from Whiteside in this game. Not being overly reactive and staying in control.
Pass to Aldridge. He feeds it to Gay. DeRozan in the corner. From beyond the arc. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now here's Ellington. DeRozan defending. Murray against Johnson. Over Murray. Here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
Yeah, some of the best centers in the league understand every aspect of the offense and where shots are coming from, and Whiteside positioned himself well for that one.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Hassan Whiteside continues to develop. Now, Miami coach Eric Spoelstra said it's got nothing to do with his stats. He's going to do that no matter what. It's about making winning plays and caring more about his teammates than he cares about himself. Now he can lead in a different way because he has the respect of the locker room. Kevin?
Terrific, D.A. Thank you. Brent, for as long as Coach Popovich has been at the top of this game, what really is there left to say?
I don't think there's much more you say on a professional level, but there's a lot to be said about the compassion and the things that Pop has done on a personal level for years behind the scenes, championing guys on his staff, supporting not only current players but former players on his team. The interesting thing for Pop the last couple of years is just how outspoken he's been in terms of the equality, not just around the NBA, but around our nation, and some of the statements he's made that have garnered a lot of political attention. Greg Popovich not afraid to express some of the things that maybe deep down we all believe in.
Here's Johnson, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Johnson kicks to Whiteside. Over Murray. Whiteside, no good.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
DeRozan gets the bucket. Here's Johnson. 5 points in the game. Now here's Ellington. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And what a story for Hassan Whiteside. A second-round pick back in 2011. He's bounced around. I mean, the G League, China. He even played over in Lebanon. It wasn't until 2015 that he emerged seemingly out of nowhere as a factor for the Miami Heat.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Whiteside in 2016 receiving a 4-year max contract, Greg, from the Heat.
Amazing how far he's come. Set the franchise record for most blocks in a game. And pretty impressive when you think of the big men who've played for the Heat. We're talking Lonzo Mourning and Shaquille O'Neal, no less.
Floats one up, and he sinks the layup. Mills has got 8.
Nice job by Patty getting to the inside there. He has such good quick feet. Tough to keep up with him.
Adebayo passes to Ellington. Right side a screen. There's Winslow. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Winslow's got his 3rd best.
Winslow jumping defense when they give him the room to operate.
There's a screen. Off the pick. Forbes can't get it to go.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
Winslow battles through traffic and lays it in. 8 points for him.
Astounding take by Winslow to get hit and get the finish.
And Mills kicks to Pirtle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Mills. The teardrop falls in. Mills has got 4 this quarter.
And a terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Ellington the pass to Whiteside. And here's Winslow. Whiteside a screen on Bellinelli. 4 on the clock. Winslow kicks to Ellington. Here's Adebayo. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Adebayo's got his 2nd basket of the game. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now the pass to Bellinelli. And it's Pirtle at the elbow. Hangs in the air, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
Well, those kind of shots should come with a warning label. Caution, Hassan Whiteside is around. He's simply one of the best shot blockers in the league.
Now here's Ellington. Here's Magruder. On the wing, Winslow. Bellinelli is covering. Offensive rebound. And the jam by Whiteside.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Bellinelli against Winslow. Pass to Forbes. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Trains the three-pointer. Bellinelli's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And Bellinelli moves well in these situations, staying active at all times and being rewarded there with his effort.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, this Heat organization has had such a great run of success under their owner, Mickey Arison.
Walker's checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Olynyk, he's checked in for Whiteside. Wade comes in for Rodney Magruder. And it's Dragic in for Wayne Ellington. Now here's Dragic. 18 points for him. Wade dishes to Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by Wade. Wade's got 3 assists now in this one. And memories of the Big 3 era of Bosh and Wade and LeBron James still fresh, Brent, in the memory of the Heat organization.
Well, more fresh in the memory of the fans of the Miami Heat. The organization trying to do their best to move forward and move on. Of course, that team 4 straight finals appearances, won 2 NBA championships. They want to get back to that level. They know they got to find some talent and some diamonds in the rough and trying to figure out a path to get there.
+8 in the rebound difference. One more reason why they're in control.
Well, we all know how confident Goran Dragic is when it comes to scoring inside. Nice shot selection there for him.
Walker against Wade. Here's Mills. Lays it up off the glass. Mills has 12 points in the game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Dragic kicks to Olynyk. Unable to get that one. And the Spurs going the other way now. Here's Bertans. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Lets it go from 11. Dragic with some nice D. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Adebayo. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. The Heat making a switch here. Waiters is checked in. Feeds to Walker. Makes it off the glass. Walker's got his first points of the game.
Ooh, excellent work getting that close to the basket. Got to be happy getting those type of shots.
Outside Dragic. They set the screen. Here's Waiters. The step back jumper is good. Waiters got 6 points in the quarter. And so it's Miami.
With this much skill.
Yeah, sometimes that's what can separate some of the best players, not just creating for yourself, but creating for others as well.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter change everything. They've got Pirtle. Bellinelli is out there with White. And it's Walker in at the 2. That's the San Antonio 5. Dragic against White. Dragic knocks it loose.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And it's Wade in the corner. Game is so wide open now, Brent. Such a great pace. Does that put more strain on bigger players physically?
I think it's putting strain on everybody. I think last year we saw
regardless of size.
Yeah, injuries to every position, to key guys at every position. I think that some of the physical motions that players have to perform in games because they're covering more ground and in susceptible positions, it's happening to everybody. The issue with the big guys, Kevin, is they're not playing. Less of them are getting more important time on the floor, so it's a strain on everybody.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
White the pass to Pirtle. Outside, Walker kicks it to White. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shoots over Dragic. And another basket for San Antonio.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Wade outside. Olynyk high post. Raiders against Bellinelli. 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's Wade. And there's another one for the Heat.
Well, the defense wasn't all that bad, but Wade's offense is just sometimes too good for anything you throw at him.
And White kicks to Bertans. Back to White. Rejected by Dragic. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Well, we know that Dr. James Naismith came up with the idea when he was teaching at the YMCA. But as far as skill development, Brent, some feel that maybe in the skill category that the USA has fallen behind a little bit. Do you agree?
I think what the United States is doing on that level between your late grade school years and AAU programs in particular and your high school years, that they're trying to address this issue and get ahead of it a little bit. For years, there was a 10-year or 15-year gap about European players being schooled and being in institutions where they were basically young professionals from the age of 12 to 14 having school and basketball and being at a facility for just those things specifically. The last few years, there's been a lot of concern with players being more adept and more skilled here in the States. The change is coming.
And he makes that one.
Gritty effort from Cunningham to work his way inside and get that one to fall.
Johnson dishes to Waiters. Haslam a screen. And here is Waiters. Kicks it out to Johnson. Puts up a three. And there's the call on Udonis Haslem. That'll be his second foul of the game. Josh Richardson's checked in for Dwayne Wade.
Josh Richardson.
For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Outside, White. Back to Pirtle. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Waiters into the lane. And it's White with the rebound.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Here is Cunningham. And White kicks to Pirtle. Back to White and taken away by Johnson. Now Richardson. Johnson outside. Screened by Olynyk. Here's Waiters. Rejected by Walker. Adam Silver has said there's probably more basketball being watched and played, Brent, in China than anywhere else in the world. How long before you think we see our next Chinese superstar in this league?
That's going to be interesting when that does happen. Obviously, the type of mark that Yao Ming made in the NBA, it's going to be hard for anybody to match the kind of impact, not just in the game, but what he did globally for the NBA. It just won't happen again. But I'm looking forward to, heck, not just the next Chinese player, but a Japanese player, somebody from India where they love the NBA game, to start to find their way onto rosters in the league.
They're coming. I mean, there's going to be someone before long.
No doubt.
Pirtle. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
And the Heat call time here. If there's been a shortcoming for the Heat, Brent, it's at the offensive end.
The shooting percentages aren't bad, but it just feels like with their mismatch of talent, who is it that's going to step to the forefront and be the guy they rely on for consistent scoring? One thing you look at too, Kevin, they really don't get to the line all that much, and second chance points kind of hold them back.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for San Antonio. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Miami. Ellington comes in for Dion Waiters. Johnson, the pass to Haslem. Back to Johnson. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling. Hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
Here's White. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
The feed to Haslem. Rebounded by the Spurs. In transition, here come the Spurs. Got a piece of it. Johnson against White. The league and players union, Brent, both have expressed supporting guys who express their views and social concerns. You like that?
Well, I think it's amazing the way the league has backed some of the avenues which players have used their voices.
Embraced.
Well, extending well beyond just saying things, Kevin, because we know actions speak louder than words, and there are so many guys around our league that do important philanthropic work. But the fact that the league supports all of those things, the fact that you see Adam Silver show up at some of these events, or that there's press releases from the league office about some of the things guys are doing, there's amazing cohesion when it comes to the league and its players, because they understand that everything that they're doing has such a significant impact in the communities in which they live in and around the game with which we all love.
Well said.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Haslem a screen. Johnson kicks to Olynyk. Pass to Magruder. Now Johnson. They can't stop the run with that one.
And they still need to step up just a little bit. They have the lead, but he needs to find himself out there.
And it's White missing.
Just doesn't seem to be shooting it with confidence, and his shots are going all over the place in this period.
Up top, Ellington. There's the pass to Olynyk. Good ball movement here by Miami. Clock at 6. The three from Johnson sinks the triple.
During his time in the NBA, Johnson has become a knockdown threat from that area of the court. You got to D him up out there.
And Forbes kicks to White. Over in the corner, Bertans. Birtle with the ball. Haslam on him. Here's White. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. White's got 8 points here in this quarter. The Heat leading by 22. Olynyk sets a screen for Johnson. High arcing shot. San Antonio with the rebound. Birtle's got 7 rebounds in the game. Inside, here's Cunningham. It's deflected. Ellington with it. Tearaway warm-ups have long been a feature of the NBA. But last season, the new tearaway jerseys, they just kept ripping apart.
The old uniform malfunction, Kevin, last year. Yeah, maybe.
You even had a couple malfunctions, and that was odd.
Well, the tie? Bad tie?
Yeah.
I always have bad ties.
You know,
I think they're looking back at the material choices for what they're doing. So maybe there'll be some subtle changes into this year. But it was interesting. In the early part of last year, a lot of guys with a finger underneath the arm and pulling away a jersey and ripped away. So maybe the supplier will do something about the fabric this year.
Haslam a screen. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Murray. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic. Now here's Murray. Outside. Gay against Richardson. Passes it to Aldridge.
Now, capable of defending a few different positions, the length of Johnson has really bothered shooters.
Dragic against Murray. Johnson, the pass to Richardson. He kicks it to Whiteside. Clock at 6 to the inside. And it's Johnson. That time on the assist by Whiteside. That's now 8 points for Johnson.
Look, I know everybody wants to play point guard, but when Whiteside starts to do it, look out.
Murray, the pass to Gasol. And Whiteside sends it back. Johnson dishes to Dragic. Richardson against Gay. To Richardson. And stolen by Murray.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for Miami.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they'd sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Goran Dragic.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Tipped away. Gasol with the steal. Here's Walker. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
For your Spurs, Lonnie Walker. At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Walker. Brent, of course, you won a championship with the Spurs back in 2005 and 2007. Talk about the differences between those two teams.
Well, the similarities are more what I would go with, Kevin. 2005, it was a year where we leaned on Timmy a ton to beat a very physical, rough and rugged Pistons team who had won 6 Eastern Conference Finals. Maybe Manu Ginobili was the MVP of that series, by the way. And in 2007, the younger guys had grown up. We beat the Cavs 4-0, and that was LeBron James just putting on a show to get into the Eastern Conference Finals, beating that same Detroit team.
There's the screen. Adebayo kicks to Dragic. Shot clock at 5. And it's Wade in the corner. Trying to get open is Johnson. The shot by Wade, no good. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Bellinelli. Spurs passing it around. Pass to Pirtle. And taken away by Johnson. And here's Dragic. And so Miami takes this one.